Good afternoon, Dhamma brothers and Dhamma sisters. Today is 28 October 2030. Afternoon lecture number 2. Patama Nibbana Padisayutta Sutta. I want to explain continuously this is Sutta about Nibbana. You have a handout copies. So, as a expression of emotion, the Buddha uttered these words: Atti bhikkhave tadayatanam yata newa patavi na abo na techo na vayo na akasanancha yatana na vinyanancha yatana na akinchanya yatana na neva sanya na sanya yatana na yan logo na pra logo na ugo chandima surya tatra paham bhikkhave neva agate vadami na kate na tite na chute na upapate apateta apawata anaramana mevetam esevando dukkasa. This explanation, the Buddha has mentioned Nibbana. Patama Nibbana Padisayutta Sutta or Udana Pali. So first we should translate accordingly. After that, explanation will be followed. Atti bhikkhave tadayatana. There amongst exist such a state or such a base. Tadayatana means Tang Ayatana. Ayatana's base. Here we give it translate state. Such a state. There exists amongst such a state. Yata Neva Patavi. Where there is neither earth, no water, no fire, no air. In negative point, the Buddha has explained. As you know, earth, water, fire, air, these are 4 great elements. They are material qualities. In Nibbana stage, there is no material quality at all. In Vidyama test, material qualities are explained in 28 in number. 28 material qualities are explained. But here the Buddha has directly mentioned only 4 great elements. Without the 4 great elements, none of other material qualities can remain. So these 4 are important. directly mention only these four. We must understand, not only the four great elements does not exist in Nibbana. All material qualities does not exist in Nibbana. In Nibbana stage, there is no material qualities at all. Because we are always experienced about material qualities. We are composed of material qualities. All beings, sentient beings, surroundings are material qualities. All material qualities depend on the four great elements. Tattaro Mahabuddha Anyamanya Nesya Pachayena Empatana. Tattaro Mahabuddha. Depending on these Mahabuddha, great element, all material qualities are remain. Therefore, if there is no material, no four great element, there's not any other material qualities can remain. In Nibbana state is quite different from our world. Our world is constructed with four material quality, with a great element. So, according to it, the Buddha want to say in Nibbana stage, there is no material quality at all. Not like our experience world. Then, the Buddha said, Na akasanan jayatana, na vinyanan jayatana, na akinchanyayatana, na nivasanya na sanyayatana. As you know, these are four arupajanas. Arupajana, immaterial state. Arupajana is without a depending on matter. These jhanas appeared. Nivasanya Sanya Yadana is the highest level in jhana stage. As a mind, these are so subtle. There is no subtle mind or mental state exist, not any other material or mental state exist. According to these four, the Buddha referring to all mind and mental state. In Nibbana stage, there exist not mind and material, mind and mental state. There is no mind, no mental state. We experience in our world, we have a mind or we have a mental state. We live with the mind and the mental state. We experience this world. But in Nibbana state, there is not mind, not mental state. So according to Viddhamata Sangha, if you study Viddhamata Sangha, akasanancha yatana means a kind of consciousness which is based on the object of infinite space. Depending on infinite space, this consciousness arises. Through samatha method, it can be attained. Second arupajana stage is vinyanancha yatana. Vinyanancha means Vijnana means consciousness. Anancha means infinite. Infinite consciousness. Infinite consciousness is an object of that mind. That mind arises depending on infinite consciousness as it is object. This is second arupa jhana stage. The mental stage is so subtle. The third is Vijnananja Yatana, the consciousness of mind based on nothingness of the first consciousness, the first arupa consciousness. So it is object is nothingness of the first arupa consciousness. It is dependent on the first vijnana, nothingness of the first vijnana. See, it is object. This is also so subtle. Neva sanya na sanya yedana. Neva sanya means no perception. Na sanya na asanya, double negative. No non-perception. That is the meaning. Double negative. Neva sanya, according to it, there is no sanya. No sanya, no perception. No perception means no mind, no mental state, want to say. No mind, no mental state at all. But the next one, na sanya, na asanya. No non-perception. No non-perception means there is very subtle perception. Not totally not perception. There is very subtle perception or very subtle mental state, mind and mental state, one to see. That is the highest jhana among the jhana stage. This jhana stage, the mind and mental states are so subtle, therefore cannot be made as the object of vipassana. Even Venerable Sariputta's roughly can meditate on it. Only the Buddha can meditate on that jhana stage. Only the Buddha can know. Only the Buddha is used as a meditation object. Venerable Sariputta's just a cat cannot know directly because of so subtle. And Anupada Sutta of Majjhima Nikaya, Venerable Sariputta meditate on jhana stages. But at this jhana stage, cannot meditate directly. Anupada Vipassana. You can read this is Sutta in Majjhima Nikaya, Anupada Sutta. Anupada Sutta means according to the series of jhana stage. All jhana stage can be meditated through by means of vipassana meditations. The Buddha wished to explain in Nibbana. In Nibbana states, not a sati state. Not a subtle mind exists in Nibbana. Nibbana, totally extension of, totally cessations of mind and material quality, mind and mental state. So altogether these words, what want to say, what does the Buddha want to say? The Buddha want to say, in Nibbana stage, there is no material quality, neither material quality nor mind and mental state. That is the meaning. In Nibbana stage. In our life is composed of mind and matter. But Nibbana is not composed of mind and matter. Free from mind and matter. To realize Nibbana is not so easy. Therefore the Buddha said, it's hard to see, hard to realize the state of Nibbana. Because of quite different what is we experience. Quite different the world what we experience. We cannot explain the fish about the land. Because fish never know about the land. Fish born in water, live in water, dead in water. He experiences only water, not the land. He understands wave and swimming, about the liquid, not solid. So like that, all Putthojanas, to understand Nibbana is very, very difficult. Hard to see, it's profound, gambhira, very deep in the meaning. Therefore, the Buddha is saying negative point which we experience. We experience only mind and matter. Nibbana state is beyond mind and matter. Therefore, we cannot be experienced ordinary ways. But the Buddha keep how to understand, how to realize Nibbana. There's the way. This way is Majjhima Patippada, middle way. Samadhi, Sammasankappa, and so on. We must develop these equality, mental qualities. Through these qualities, we can find a Nibbana state. By means of Eightfold Noble Practice, we practice Vipassana. When we succeed in Vipassana lead to the knowledge of the path. The knowledge of the path, we're searching for Nibbana. Through the knowledge of the path, Megha Jnana. Megha means not other things, only the unity of the Eightfold Noble Path. The unity of Eightfold Noble Path. These 8 factors are working together harmoniously. They become as a one. In a state of path, knowledge, they become as a one. It's partly removed mental defilements, partly sees Nibbana stage. Without a Megha knowledge, the path, knowledge of the path, we cannot see Nibbana directly. Just we think about Nibbana as the opposite of our experience. So, the Buddhas want to say this one. Then, the Buddha continues, Nayan loko, napra loko. Maybe someone thinks Nibbana is in this world. So, the Buddha said, such a state is neither this world, not praloko, nor next world. Not this world, not next world. Because this world we experience, next world the others experience part of that. Nibbana is neither this world nor other world, nor next world. Na ubo Chandima Surya. Chandima is the moon. Surya means the sun. In the state of Nibbana, the Nibbana is, there is no sun, no more no sun, want to say. But I think it is Na Ubo Chandima Surya. In Nibbana stage is none of both, the moon and the sun. Because of some people also think, in India there are moon worshippers, sun worshippers. I meet one lady is even in Myanmar, looking at the sun and meditate. There are some people who are worship to the sun. Some people worship to the moon. Nibbana stage is not a both. Neither the sun nor the moon. Neither the moon nor the sun. According to commentary, Nibbana stage is no dark. Therefore, it's not necessary sun and moon. Nibbanas are always brilliant. I think the Buddha not like want to say it. Because of these negative points are to remove the doubt of the people, the confusion of the people, or illusion of the people. Some people also think the sun is the highest, or the moon is the highest, according to moon worshipper or sun worshippers. So the Buddha reject. Nibbana is neither or none of both, the moon and the sun. In this world, nowhere want to say. In this world, no. Na ubo chandima surya. So the sun and the moon, both the sun and the moon are not Nibbana. Okay, rejected. India, even today, it is flourished Jainism. Jainism believe their liberation is Asanya Satta Brahma world. Under the name of Ananda Manasa. Ananda Manasa. Ananda Manasa, there is no more mind, just material qualities. According to them, that is their moksha, their freedom. The Ananda Manasa, the Brahma world, is their goal. Their practice towards to attainment, for attainment of that Ananda Manasa. Some of Pribhajakas, the wanderers, they followed their practice and their attainment in Brahma world, their attainments in the end of Brahma world. In Majjhima Nikaya commentary said about the nature, the end or the goal of their practice, the goal of the religious believers. For Buddhist people, the goal of the practice is Nibbana. For Chinese, the goal of the practice is Ananda Manasa, Asanya Satawa. For Pribhajaka, the goal of their practice is Abhasara Brahmavol. So some refer to Arupa walls. Nivasanya Nasanya Yedana is at the highest level of in Brahma wall, the top of Brahma wall. Therefore, it is a called Pavaka, the top of life, the top of Bhumi. The Buddha rejected everything here. So, Nibbana is neither this world nor next world, nor both the moon and the sun. Then next line, Tattara paham bhikkhave, Tattara paham, Tattara api aham. 3 words, Tattara api aham. Tattara api. There also, Tattara means there. In Nibbana stage, there, it also. Api means also. Aham means that the Buddha referred to himself as a what? Used as a human tongue? I. Tattara paham bhikkhave neva agate vadami nagate. So the Buddha want to say, they are also monks. I do not speak either of coming, agate means coming, either of coming or going. Our war is there is coming and going. We are coming in this life. We are going next life. In Nibbana stage, not coming and going. That is the meaning. Quite different from this war we experience. Agate, niva agate, vadami, nagate. Our war, we have coming or going. In Nibbana stage, there is no coming, neither coming or no going. Coming means, you see, coming means to be born here. Going means a pass away. What do you say? In samsara, so we are coming and going back, coming, going back. We are born and after that, death. Then we reborn. Then death. So coming and going, coming and going. In Nibbana stage, not a such a thing. Not as coming and going. That is the meaning. No? There are 2 monks, I do not speak what I mean. I do not speak. Neither coming nor going. Agati, gati. Not as such a things. Then, natite, no remaining. If not coming and going ever exist, someone may think it never ever exist. The Buddha said, not the remaining. These words are used, these terms are used for only Namarupa or 5 cricket. Where there is no fire aggregate, we cannot use these terms. That is the meaning. And Nibbana is not fire aggregate, not binary matter, therefore cannot use these terms. These terms are used for only fire aggregate. Therefore, no remaining there. Some Brahmas are very long their life. They live it long very in their life. They think they are ever remain in their life. Nibbana is not such a state. I want to say. Na chuti, na upapatti. This is a wondering about one to say. Chuti means no passing away or no falling. No passing away. We are born here, one day we will be passed away. In Nibbana state, not chuti, not passing away. No passing away. No upapatti, no being reborn. No being reborn. No rebirth also can be known in Nibbana stage. Because of passing away, being reborn is recurring to fire aggregate. In Nibbana stage, there is no fire aggregate. Therefore, cannot say passing away or being reborn. Such a state. Chuti, upapatti, apatita. Nibbana is not a ground. Nibbana is not a ground to depend. Apatita. Not a foundation. Not a foundation to depend on. Apavada. Nibbana is without occurrence. No occurrence. In our world, there's occurrence. In Nibbana is no occurrence. Apavada. Pavada means appearance of aggregate. In Nibbana state, there's no appearance of aggregate, no occurrence of aggregate. One to say. Nothing appeared in Nibbana. Anaramana mevetam, anaramana evetam, anaramana eva etam. This state, etam means this Nibbana state. Anaramana here without a cause. Aramana is sometimes referring to cause. Aramana means paccaya, referring to cause, not only object. I think in this case, most translators use without an object. That is the meaning. Nibbana have and not object. Nibbana it is an object of Mecca. But it has no object. One to say. I think Nibbana is no cause and condition. Anaravana. Nibbana is no cause. No producing God or supporting cause. No cause at all. If it is spelling, different spelling, analambana, not anarambana, with the L, analambana. Nibbana depends on nothing. If it analambana, alambana means it depends on something. Nibbana is not dependent on something, like a cause. You see, all matter and material qualities are dependent on, all material quality and the mental states are dependent on something. Depending on their cause and conditions. Without a cause and condition, they cannot arise as Nibbana is not like that. Therefore, Nibbana has no dependent causing conditions. So the Buddha, what is a Nibbana? The Buddha want to say, not directly mentioned. Why the Buddha not point out it directly? The listeners are not experienced to explain in that way. We experience only mind and matter. These are opposite of mind and matter. Therefore, the Buddha used negative words, not positive words. If you say positive words, we have no experience. It's more difficult to understand if you use positive words. Negative words are what we experience. By rejecting the point in what we experience, the Buddha explained Nibbana. This is my opinion. Mostly the Buddha is point out Nibbana with it. Negative points. So, aramana mevita, anaramana mevita. Aramana means cause. Anaramana means no cause. Nibbana has no causing condition. Analamana, na alamana. Nibbana depends on nothing. Then in the end, the Buddha said, Ese wondo dukkasa. Ese wa, eso ewa. This alone. This alone. This alone means referring to Nibbana. This state alone. What is a state? A state, there is neither material quality nor mind and mental state, nor this world, nor other world, nor both the sun and the moon. There is no coming in, going, no remaining, no passing away, no being reborn, not foundation, not occurrence, no causing condition, nothing depending on it. This is state alone until the end. Dukkasa means dukkha. Most translators use dukkha as a suffering. Suffering is physically headache, backache, such a suffering, not such a suffering, so referring to. Here the word dukkha is referring to five aggregate. Five aggregate. Material, metta aggregate, feeling aggregate, perception aggregate, mental formation aggregate, consciousness aggregate. These five aggregates are described as a dukkha. Because to means to be discarded. To be discarded. Why? All problems remain here. All type of disease remain here. The problems are, you see, we have the problems. What is the problem? Maybe some people have the economic problems, family problems. So not all people have such a problems. But the problem belongs to all aged, decay, disease, death. This is a problem. Jara, Vyadhi, Marana. This is problem. We are getting older and older. We are subject to decay. We are subject to disease. We are subject to death. This is a problem. This problem is universal. Universal. Without the recurring nationalities. Even very rich people have such a problem. Even those who hold the supreme powers also have such a problem. We must know this problem. Why this problem appeared? Because of the Buddha's only one point is given. All problems because of craving, attachment, Dhamma. That is major cause. Not only attachment. In Paticcasamuppada, the Buddha explains avijja paccaya sankhara, sankhara paccaya viññāna. All cause and conditions are the cause of suffering. We must know the problem as a problem. We must know the cause of problem as the cause of problem. Without knowing the cause of problem, without knowing the problem as a problem, we never try to solve the problems. We cannot define, if we cannot define the cause of problem, we never searching for the cause. We cannot remove the problem. We cannot solve the problem without finding the cause. Therefore, Four Noble Truths that the Buddha said, dukkha, the problem of life, dukkha samudaya, the cause of problem of life. Then solution. Solutions have. Solution means cessations of problem. Solutions of problems, there's no problem. Many people say no problem, but they have a lot of problems. Without knowing, they say no problem. Problems still remain and a lot. So, solutions of problems is a Nibbana stage. The way to solutions of problems are Eightfold Noble Path. The Buddha kept the way completely. Not only point out the heaven, but the way how to attain there, how to go there also. Explain. We must do. We must go according to the way. We must walk this path. We can find, we can attain. So, Eightfold Noble Path is how to understand our situations. Therefore, the problems that the Buddha here mentioned dukkha. All problems remain in five aggregate. We have only five aggregate, no more. This five aggregate, when it will be cessation? Only possible by practice Eightfold Noble Path. By following Eightfold Noble Path, we can find the solutions of problem. So the Buddha say, "Ise wondo dukkha." This alone is at the end of dukkha, the end of problems. Only Nibbana wish to see. This is according to Paṭṭhāma Nibbana Paṭisañutta Sutta. The Buddha explained in this way. as he digests. In Nibbana stage, there is no matter, no material quality. Neither material quality, nor mind or mental state. Nibbana stage is not this world or next world. There is no sun and moon, or none of both, the sun and the moon. There is not coming or going, passing away, being reborn, no remaining, no foundation to depend on, no occurrence. It has no causing condition. Such a state is the end of dukkha. That is a Nibbana, the Buddha want to say. In different sutta, it's a different words is that the Buddha used to understand Nibbana. Okay, let us move on. Dutiya Nibbana Patisayutta Sutta. First, we should know how the Buddha explained Nibbana. Yeah. Evam me sutta. Thus I have learned. Thus I have heard. Thus I learned. Thus I have learned. Venerable Ananda's words. Venerable Ananda introduced. This is it. Authentic teachings of the Buddha. He clarified. He confirmed this one. And first Buddhist council, Venerable Ananda confirmed by introducing this sutta. Evam me sutta. Thus I have learned. Ekan samaya on one occasion. Bhagava's great teacher. Savatiyam viharati cetavane natha bedikasa arame. The arama of Anatha Bedika in Jeta forest, Jeta's forest near Savatthi. So everybody knows the Buddha, where the Buddha stayed. The great teacher dwells, Viharati. Tena Kopana Samayena. On that occasion, why the Buddha stay in Savatthi or Jetavana monastery? In Jetavana monastery, when the Buddha dwell at Jetavana monastery, Bhikkhu Nibbana Patisayuddhaya Dhammiya Kathaya Sandaseti. Sandaseti means explain the Dhamma, especially about Nibbana, on Nibbana. Nibbana Patisayutta, concerning Nibbana, Dhammiya Kathaya, Dhamma talk on Dhamma. Through such a words, the Buddha clarified the Nibbana object, Nibbana subject. What is a Nibbana? What Nibbana is? The Buddha clarified. Sandaseti. Clarified. Samadhi. The Buddha makes monks accept Nibbana. To make monks accept Nibbana. When clarifying the Nibbana stage, the monks clearly realize, therefore they accept all such a states are Nibbana. That is Samadhi. Or the Buddha make monks to note Nibbana, to realize Nibbana. Samudde jeti. Samudde jeti. Samudde jeti means encouraged. The Buddha encouraged with the Nibbana subject. The listening Nibbana subject, the monks honestly wish to attain Nibbana. They honest. Oh, such a state is very nice. We must try. We must follow the Eightfold Noble Path. If we follow Eightfold Noble Path, in the end we realize we will experience a Nibbana state. They become honest. The Buddha encouraged them. Sampahansati. The Buddha make monks enjoy with the Nibbana subject. They are very happy to listen to Nibbana, to know about the Nibbana. Very happy. The Buddha make monks happy talking about the Nibbana. There's a Sampahansati. Teta bhikkhu athinkatva. Teta te ida. Here those monks, te bhikkhu, those monks, athinkatva, with the will or desire, with a desire, wish to know. They wish to know. Manasikatva, attentively. They listened the Dhamma on Nibbana with the will and attentively. Sapan chitta sosmana hitva, honestly, because of, you see, sapan, all words, chitta sosmana hitva, bring in all words about the Nibbana. They are keeping their mind, bringing all mind, without missing any words. Every word they carefully listen. That is the meaning. Ohita sota. Ohita sota. They lend their ear to the Buddhas. Carefully listen, attentively, pay great attention to listen to Dhamma. When the Buddha talk about the Nibbana, the monks honestly listen to it. That is the meaning. The Buddha talk about the Nibbana. At that time, the monks honestly listen to it. Athakho bhagava itamattham vidaitava. At that time, great teacher Bhagava, itamattham vidaitava, realizing that matter, realizing the monks' situation, they are listening honestly. The Buddha realized that. Tayam vilayam, on that time, at that time, Iman udana udaneti. The Buddha uttered the expression of emotion. Expressions of emotion. Happiness, what? Udana, udaneti. This verse is very briefly explained. Actually, this is an explanation of Four Noble Truth, but very, very deep, very brief. To understand is very difficult. Not easy to understand this one. Dodhasan anattam nama. Dodhasan anattam nama. Nahi satcham sutasana. Pativeda dana janato. Passato nati kainchana. So, according to translation, Dodhasan. Dodhasan means hard to see. Do means heart. Dasa means see. Hard to see. It is hard to see. What is hard to see? Anatta. Anatta. This is very negative. Natta means craving. Anatta means free from craving. The state of free from craving is hard to see. So, the state of non-craving, is hard to see. Anatta means referring to Nibbana. Nibbana, there is no craving. Why craving is called natta? Natta means craving. Why craving is to be used this time natta? Natta means inclined towards the object. Cravings are always inclined to the object. Attachment, wish to have, wish to occupy, inclined towards the object. Therefore, craving is called natta. Nibbana is anatta, with the negative, non-craving. Craving that is inclined towards object. So with the negative, the Buddha has used this also. Why the Buddha emphasizes craving to mention about our situation? You see, a Four Noble Truth, the cause of dukkha, the cause of suffering, also the Buddha used craving. Tanha is major condition that produce suffering. Therefore, the Buddha used these terms. Dodasam anatta nama. So the state of non-craving is hard to see. Nahi satcham sutasana. Satya means truth. This also truth also referring to Nibbana. The truth is not easy to see. The truth also not easy to see. Not easy to see. Pativeda tanha, craving is penetrated or realized. Craving is penetrated. Craving is penetrated. Chanato passato nati kinchana. For one who knows and sees the truth, no? Who knows and sees truth, there's no worry. Kinchana, there's no worry. There's nothing to worry about. This is very briefly referring to Nibbana. The Buddha was at these years. Dodasa anatta nama nahi satcham sutasana pativeda tanha janato passato nati kinchana. Anatta, this was the Buddha explained in Nibbana. Satya, the truth forever, ultimate truth, ultimate truth, ultimate reality is Nibbana. Therefore, the truth. The others sometimes are not the truth. Not truth. You see, according to Lady Sayadaw's, we should say some points. Kusala, as you know, kusala. Kusala means produce good effect. Sukha vipaka. Kusala produces happiness. According to its nature, we can say kusala produces happiness. We are born because of kusala as a human being. It's okay. So, because of kusala, we are born and here as a human being. But why we are subject to suffering? Why we are subject to decay, disease, death? These are not, you see, happiness. Nobody happy about that. In that case, kusala sukha vipaka is not correct. Not correct. It's wrong. The effort of kusala, even the effort of kusala, there's a suffering and a problem remain. Not only happiness. Maybe there's some points are happy, some matter. But not everything is happy. Therefore, only Nibbana is ultimate truth. Even kusala is happiness and not the truth. But we can say, referring to akusala, kusala produces good effect. Referring to akusala. Referring to akusala, kusala produces happiness. It is okay. But a lot of problems. With a lot of problems. Kusala's result is a lot of problems. Only Nibbana, that is ever truth, totally truth. Nibbana, absolutely truth, absolutely truth. Therefore, nahi satcham sutasana. So absolutely truth, you want to say this. It's okay. Let's shall we explain continuously about that. More clarification. Okay, let me stop this lecture.